And excuse the messy room. I'm still working on getting this stuff set up. And apparently my husband is working on a server in his office, so you're gonna have to deal with the distracting, horrible background noise. But this morning was entertaining. We had Boots decide to make a run for it, so we had to go chase him down through the woods because I didn't take him for a jog this morning, which was my fault. But it's okay, because we caught him, and now we just know to keep him on 2 leashes at all times. Because if he has an opportunity, he will do it. But again, it's only like the 3rd day he's been here, and this is what they do. They'll try to test their boundaries, and today, he decided to test his boundaries, which wasn't a lot of fun. In other news, got the garden mulched. Well, anyways, what happened this morning? I went out with the dogs this morning, and my 3 are normally fairly well behaved with recall because they know better and they've been with us for long enough. Boots was on leash. Leash walked him for, 5-10 minutes, and because I needed to get some gardening done, and also it was wet enough I didn't want to run him this morning, I put him on the tie out. And he was fine on the tie out for, I don't know, we were out there for a good hour. My guys were keeping him company, and they were playing, and he was perfectly safe on his tie out, and I got my garden mulched, or more of my garden mulched with the grass clippings from yesterday. And when I went to transfer him back to his leash, he decided that he was going to be naughty, and did a shake and break, and took off running up the hill. So we had to go hop in the car and chase him down to the neighbor's property, and I scooped him up right behind Morris's house. We didn't get too far, but it was enough to get me pretty shaken, and he ended up having to get a bath because he got good and disgusting, which is, I think, what he was aiming for. So that was this morning's super happy fun time. And it's not like, these things that they happen even to the best of us. It's just sometimes they shake and they go, and so we just have to be extra careful with him, or make sure he gets a good run every morning because he needs that. We're still working on the fencing. We're hoping to have the fencing up and around the house within the next, if Matt gets a firm start date, I'm hoping within the next month and a half tops. But in the meantime, we're going to have to kind of keep an eye on him because he's a naughty puppy. Generally, he's doing really good, although he's not really thrilled with the food that the rescue sent with him. It's very bland. I honestly don't blame him. My dogs are on a little bit different, more of a fish-based diet, so it's a little more pungent, the way that it's a little more flavorful, I think. So I think he would rather be on the fish, but he's on some special, bland, low-fat thing that, to be really honest, I kind of wonder about, because his blood work came back with high triglycerides, and normally they'll prescribe, it's like high cholesterol, they'll prescribe fish-based or fish oil to help bring it down, so I kind of wonder if he wouldn't actually be doing much better on just switching the protein to fish, because I think the stuff that he's on now is like, it's some like bizarre, the first ingredient's like ground brown rice, and it honestly doesn't look like it's actually that good of a food. But I don't know, I'd have to talk to the rescue to figure that out. Otherwise, still getting stuff done. I'll be heading to work in a bit. I know in here you can see the carpet's all torn up. We're planning on sanding and refinishing because this is all wood floor. And that's one of many, many projects that are going on currently at the Conley Homestead. And I will also try to get the part 2 video set up where you can actually see how the garden is coming along. It's kind of a growing process. It keeps going, a bit after bit. In other news, I am switching off my T-Mobile service and onto Verizon. Well, I actually already switched to Verizon. I called T-Mobile. I just don't have signal. They verified it. So just so for the record, so T-Mobile verified that I get absolutely no signal in this area. It's even according to their own maps. And obviously, I knew I didn't get it because I've been trying for the past couple months just to kind of deal with it to see if maybe, because they keep stringing me along saying, oh, don't worry, it's going to get better, we're putting more towers up, yada yada, but I can't afford to keep paying when I'm paying a month and not being able to even use my phone at all. And as much as, I've had the number forever, it just doesn't make any more sense to me to keep paying for a service that I absolutely cannot use and is actually dangerous to me. If I hit a deer or my car breaks down or something happens, there's such spotty service in the area that I'm going to end up stranded. It just doesn't make any sense to keep going with something that doesn't work here. which is unfortunate because generally love their servers. I've been with them since 2002. It's just that they're not in this area of Indiana. But bit the bullet, swapped over the Verizon, ended up with the Galaxy S3, which is the same phone that Matthew has. So anyway, that's what's currently going on right now. And I will try to do a few more general updates and hopefully talk to you guys later.